Okay, so Scars of Honor is an MMORPG that many people wanted me to check out for quite some time now, and finally, today, we got to do so. Now, I'm really excited because I heard a lot of good things about this. I heard it was very similar to World of Warcraft, which kind of get me excited but also slightly nervous. So we're gonna check out their latest stream where they've shown all the updates, and let's see what all the fuss is about. It is exciting.
Hello, Scars of Honor community.
Oh, damn.
Long time no see.
They went all out with the
Welcome
customs.
to the Scars of Honor showcase.
That's
where
actually
we'll
kind of
have
great.
a
I
look
like
at
that.
Everything we've achieved for the most part of 2025. My name is Greta, and I'll be hosting the showcase today. We've been silent for the last 6 months, and that's for a very good reason.
That's good.
I know we kept a lot of the things under the shadows, but that's only because we want to boost the showcase and its impact, and trust me, it was worth the wait.
That's a good idea,
Next,
actually.
we have massive updates, and we are talking about new character visuals, never seen before systems, PvE, PvP, and something special in the end. That's not just a showcase, it's a celebration of Scars of Honor and its amazing community. We've met and we've surpassed our goals, shaping Scars of Honor into the product we aim to release
Damn, it
next
looks
year.
good.
There's a lot
I like
to
that.
show you, so stay with us till the end.
It reminds me of that
Now
new
let's begin
Fellowship
with
game.
one of the most
Just even looks
exciting
better.
updates for your eyes. The races and the progress we've made on the character models for the better part of 2025. Presented by our lead 3D environment artist, Ivo Yordanov.
Sure, I can pronounce that. I mean, okay, it looks kind of
Hi,
nice
everyone.
already.
I'm here to give you an update on what our art teams have been working on. We've been busy since the last update and have made a lot of exciting progress in different areas of the game. Some areas have been modified from how they were before, and others fully reworked. We redesigned the characters to achieve a consistent style and a more contemporary look while preserving the essence.
Fair enough. Obviously, it's not the best. Clearly, it's still a work in progress. But that being said, I understand that they have a tight budget, right? For sure. Because clearly, they're an indie company trying to make an MMORPG, which is already off the gate a pretty impossible start, because MMORPG are the most cost-hungry games out there to make, because you really need to pour every single doubloon you have to make sure an MMORPG actually goes off to the market in the first place. So yeah, it's quite an investment. I do understand that, and for what it's worth, I think it's fine. It kind of reminds me of that Fellowship game that recently just came and crumbled immediately because it's essentially just a Mythic Plus game and that's it. But if this game would be a fully fledged MMORPG, I would play that. Yeah, for sure.
Sense of Scars of Honor. Each race in the game now feels more connected to the lore of this game. The revised style blends modern technical approaches with familiar elements from classic MMORPGs. We've also given our armor sets and armor system a full rework, allowing us to create more varied gear and offer deeper customization for players. Armors are now more strongly connected to the chosen class of the player. We reviewed and polished all character animations so they fit better the updated character style. Creatures and NPCs have also been reworked to fit the new style and have also received new set of animations and VFX. Our environments have been rethemed, had their layouts adjusted, and more subzones have been added for the player to explore. On the technical side, we've improved the shaders we use for our characters and NPCs. Now they better reflect the materials used on, such as skin and metal, while maintaining the overall
People underestimate
stylization
shaders.
of the characters.
They're truly
and
important.
the world. Skyboxes and fog
looks cool.
have also been improved to make our environments more immersive and exciting to explore.
I wonder how open world is this MMORPG is going to be like. Because I'm assuming it's not going to be the biggest world out there, but from what I'm seeing right now, it looks pretty big. It actually reminds me of classic World of Warcraft, and that kind of gets me excited. But I don't want to get too excited because I don't want to, have to go through all of this again where I'm just excited for an MMO and then it all blows up in my face. So I'm going to stay moderate here. I'm going to just keep myself calm, but man, this is the right direction. For sure.
Later in this presentation, you'll hear more about these improvements
I'm not gonna hype
in
myself
detail,
up.
You'll also see some examples of
I don't
how
want
the
to set
game
myself for
used to look
disappointment again.
and how it has evolved. We are pushing ahead towards our next release and still have many things to get done for you. We are excited to keep sharing our progress with you all. Let's take a look at how the world of Aragon has evolved.
The World of Aragon? Oh, before and after. Okay, this is before? What? It's not even the same area. What is that? Okay. Damn, that's crazy. My god. Yeah, it looks good. I like that. Obviously not the best, but still. I love the sense of being small in the big world again. I think they kind of nailed that. And that's important. That's really important to me. Yeah, races do look kind of generic, but it's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's something that can be easily improved later. So I appreciate that. Monsters look good. Monster design looks fine.
Honestly, I cannot wait to get my hands on the new character creation. I am guilty
That's because
of
you work
putting
in the company.
hours in that part alone, and I'm pretty sure that my friends will
Yeah,
take me.
it looks extremely lacking. It looks extremely lacking. That being said, it's a work in progress, and these stuff are easily changeable and can be quickly updated, so it's fine. They can always add more ways to customize your character. So the core gameplay is mostly what I care about right now. If I see a good core gameplay loop, damn, this might be promising.
For spending so much time on making my avatar. But hey, it's important to look amazing because I will be the last thing my enemies are gonna see before they die. Now that we have seen the visual overhaul of the races,
I would be glad to
let's
be your
review
enemy
the
then.
improvements we've made on the classes and overall the character progression.
Respectfully, of course, by the way.
Hey everyone, I'm Venelin, Creative Director on Scars of Honor. When we
Yeah,
talk
I
about
love the
your
fact,
heroes
you know, it's kind of funny, but I actually love the fact that they got all out and made the costumes and stuff. I think it just goes to show how loving they are of the MMO RPG genre. Because a lot of people nowadays, well, a lot of companies, not really people, just love to abandon the RPG part. They just love the MMO because they want a lot of money from the players, which are clearly out there to be milked, okay? Granted, you watched Ashes of Creation and the entire situation unfold recently. So it's really nice for once to see a company that actually cares about the RPG element, because this is truly important. And I feel like we kind of abandoned that during the years. Well, I mean, we kind of lost that. But yeah, it seems like they're in for it. And I love that. That's great.
journey, progression is at the heart of it. It defines how your character grows, how your playstyle evolves, and how you leave your mark on the world of Aragon. To support that vision, we've rebuilt the entire quest system from the ground up. Each quest now comes with its own mechanics, its own visual identity, and a playstyle that feels truly distinct the moment you step
Really?
into it.
What does that mean?
For today's showcase, we are taking a closer look at 4 of them: the Druid, Mage, Ranger,
Okay,
and
Warrior?
Paladin.
Paladin,
And in the
before
clips
Warrior.
ahead, you see how your choices shape the experience. From the quests you begin with, to the scars you earn along the way, to the talents you unlock.
Oh,
Let's
whoa!
take, to
Wait,
the scars you
hold?
earn along the way. To the
Hold? Damn! What? That's extensive. Okay, that's good. It reminds me of Path of Exile. More likely like at Last Epoch, I guess, but still. Damn, this is good. Okay, I like that. I like that. This is good. This is great.
talents you unlock. Let's take
I wonder if they're gonna go into more detail. I really hope though. Like, I really hope
Hello
so.
everyone, I'm Alexander Filipov, the design director of Scars of Honor. Our talent system is built around flexibility, experimentation, and replayability. This isn't just a list of stat increases, it's a way to shape who your character becomes. Every choice matters. Talents don't simply increase numbers, they augment your spells,
That's
change how
good.
your skills behave,
That's
and
good.
reshape
Just like
the way
PoE.
your class plays. You can commit
That's good.
fully to a specialization, or you can break the mold and create hybrid.
Okay, let's see. Phoenix Blast. Your Phoenix now travel 20 meters over the battlefield, dealing damage to enemies it hits, leaving a small trail of fire in its wake. Oh, that's cool. Okay, yeah, so it's literally augmentation. Obviously, the plus, like here, is probably more of your stats. I didn't really catch that. But you have like small nodes and then you have like the notables. Like this is great. This is just like PoE. I love that. This is insanely good. This is insanely good.
It's that blend multiple paths into something uniquely yours. Some talents empower your core kit.
I hope respecking doesn't cost too much. I love experimenting.
Approach combat. And the deeper you go, the more your build starts to feel personal. A reflection of your decision, your style, and your identity. It's more than stats. They're spell segmentation too. No two builds are the same. So let's talk in depth.
I wonder if you can gain new abilities from the tree.
Let's say you follow the wizard path, focusing on burning magic and raw power. One of your signature spell is the Phoenix Blast. It's devastating circle area hitting spell. And two talents, you can evolve it in very different directions. One node lets Phoenix Strike to melt enemy resistance and ignite them, making them more susceptible to other fire attacks. Another make the spell stop being a circle hit area, but a flying phoenix to rise from the sky and burn everyone from you onwards.
That is so dope. That's actually crazy. This is crazy good. I love that. I love that. It's literally turning PoE into an MMORPG and I'm all in for it. That's great. That's great. I'm so surprised nobody done this until now. This is awesome. This is why I love indie studios, man. They have to think out of the box. I always said this, like the next big game would never come from a AAA company. It will always come from an indie company. Like always. And we've seen this with Black Myth Wukong, and we see this with Expedition 33, and we're gonna see this more and more and more in the future. And this game might just be it. I don't know. I don't want to speak out of my ass here because I don't know anything, and I don't want to hype myself too much, but hey, you know what? As far as I can see, at least they're trying something new. This is incredible. I love that.
It's on the ground. And if this is not enough, you can also remove the cast time of the spell, making it an instant attack that decimates the battlefield. There's just one of Mage's ability that have plenty of other evolutions. Just be careful, if you choose to fully max out one combat move, you will intentionally give up on another.
You'll neglect all the other parts.
Each class has around 300 unique talents, and even at max level, you only unlock a portion of the tree. So your decision will really define your playstyle.
You need to choose wisely. That's great.
The Paladin is the frontline defender of Scars of Honor.
That's what I play.
The heart of every battle.
If there's no warrior, I'll play Paladin.
Protecting your team, controlling the fight, and standing your ground when everything gets chaotic. One of the biggest additions is our new shield mechanic. It allows the Paladin to actively block all incoming projectiles, creating real defensive moments your team can play around. And with a mix of revamped abilities and brand new skills, the class now feels more dynamic, more tactical, and more rewarding to master. The Paladin really embodies the melee identity of Scars of Honor. And as we move forward, the talent archetypes we are planning will let you shape the class into exactly the frontline style you want.
I'm not gonna lie, he kinda looks more like a warrior than an actual Paladin because he just used warrior moves that has light attached to them. He's playing like a barbarian rather than a tanky paladin, but maybe that's just me. I would have liked him to be a little bit more grounded, as a paladin should, but that's okay. You know what, that's fine. Still looks good. Maybe use a little bit more magic, for sure.
Watch how the paladin holds the line.
Reintroducing the Paladin, formerly known as the Knight, a versatile frontline class capable of acting as a tank,
this is what I play.
Support, or anything
always
in between.
A tank.
This beast has a devastating auto attack, and the Leap of Judgment makes an impact enemies won't forget. Paladin by default doesn't just come with great offense. There's also defensive skills to protect players in range.
Hell yeah.
Provide armor and help to your teammates, empowering them back to battle. Having trouble against range attacks? That's where the shield comes into play. The Paladin can now block incoming projectiles for 5 seconds, whether it's the mage's spells or the ranger's arrows. Now, you're less likely to be sniped by the elemental beam as the shield consumes a ton of incoming damage.
Fair enough. Looks good. I like that.
The mage, the bringer of destruction. We are truly excited about where this fan-favorite class is going. If you follow the wizard path, you will fight at range with wands channeling beams of raw elemental power with a much...
By the way, I just want to throw it out there. The effects actually looks pretty good. Usually, I thought that at this point, the effects would look garbage. But no, they actually look pretty good. And it's crazy because if I compare this game to Ashes of Creation, Ashes suck. It looks so bad. And they've been 10 years in development. And now someone's gonna type in the comments, Ashes looks way better than this. Brother, again, they have been 10 years in development. And the game looks the way it is. It's bad, okay? This game is actually cooking.
Smoother, faster combat flow. But if you want something more aggressive,
nice Harry Potter reference, by the way.
Puts you on the front line, staff and sword in hand, mastering barriers and defense, while you refuse to give your foes even an inch. And for those who crave the unknown, you can tap into the cosmic
they're gonna make
itself,
mages OP.
bending
They're gonna do
reality,
it.
controlling space,
I can
and
tell.
turning the battlefield into your playground. Sometimes by dropping a black hole
What?
right in the middle of a group of goblins.
God damn.
Talking about overkill.
The Mage is an aggressive caster class, able to focus on any combination of consistent or burst damage, single target or multiple targets, thanks to its mastery over elemental magic. It can even become a tank with energy shields generated depending on dealing damage. For now, we're going to focus on the aspect of a damage dealer with heavy crowd control and area damage.
Okay, that's interesting actually. So you
As
can play a
master of
mage
the
tank?
elements, the mage has access to a wide variety of spells that can pack a punch from a medium range with different damage types to choose from, whether it's cosmic energy, fire, ice, or lightning. This class can even conjure up a black hole that pulls nearby enemies
so
towards
cool.
its center, enough to follow up
That's
with another
so cool.
devastating spell.
Enough, just kill him. Spawning black holes like it was nothing.
My favorite class is the Ranger. There is much to this class that really makes you play carefully. It has great mobility and range, and keeping that range is crucial.
Yeah,
When to
just kill 'em.
engage, disengage, and when to chase your targets. Things can get ugly really quickly for the Ranger, as most other classes are tougher or deal more damage, so usually trading damage is not an option. The Ranger is really for players that are great tacticians. This class has a lot of ways to outsmart and disable the enemy, silencing them, slowing them down. And now
PvP looks
placing
fun
mechanical
in this game.
gadgets, like turrets for example, a new addition to greatly complement their gameplay and make the movement and control of the area even more impactful. Let's see how the Ranger takes aim.
If
Just kill the
contributing
enemy.
to the battlefield from afar is more of your style, look no further than the Ranger. An agile, long-distance class focusing on staying unreachable by enemies while wearing them down with deadly shots, traps, and gadgets. Marksmanship is what makes this class a cut above the rest, with an auto attack that can travel beyond even a mage spellcaster. Rangers will almost purely be damage dealers with various supportive utility in their arsenal to help their allies if needed. They can silence enemies from casting spells or immobilize them, buying them time for the team to retaliate. The Ranger can throw a stationary turret, which automatically shoots energy bolts, dealing damage to any enemy in its line of sight.
Okay, I mean, yeah, he looks good. Ranger looks completely fine. Very interesting class, for sure.
A Druid is a synonym of versatility, and we wanted to boost that to 1,000. It is safe to say
So
it
this is a Druid.
one of few classes capable of covering the entire Holy Trinity of healer, damage
Okay,
dealer,
so you
and
have the
tank.
Holy
If
Trinity.
you
Okay,
choose
that's
the
great.
class route, you will find yourself manipulating the spores of the land to heal or inflict pain over time. If you want to try something different, you can become a leader of a pack of ferocious animals, giving
That's cool.
commands and throwing
That's
yourself
dope.
into melee combat.
And I think the way they implemented the Holy Trinity is not with respec mechanic where you have like certain talents. I think you just go into the talent tree and you invest points in whichever direction you want, which is great because that means you can mix and match. You can maybe be like half a tank, half a healer, or like a tanky healer, or maybe a just, you know, a tank that can heal itself. So that is very cool. Like you'll be very self-sustaining. And that's dope. I like that. I absolutely love that. Or you can make yourself into a tank that can deal a lot more damage, and you can mix and match. This is awesome. I love this idea. I love everything about this.
Your enemies limb by limb. And of course, no druid will be completed without their legendary shapeshift transformation that let you become towering beasts and primal monstrosities, each unleashing its own ferocious powers, dominate the battlefield. Let's see the druid look and feel in action.
Our current vision for the Druid is all about versatility. This class is able to fulfill any role and become any combination of
Tree of Life.
many paths, whether tanking or DPS. But as of now, we're taking a look at the healing and support aspects. The Druid's class mechanics are spores. When they're applied to enemies, they are harmful, dealing damage over time. However, it's the opposite when cast at allies. They are restorative and heal the targeted player instead. Both effects are proportional to the number of stacks applied. Most of the spells apply this effect. For example, the Druid's basic attack is a 3-hit combo that deals damage and applies 1 stack of spores to enemies. This spell can also heal when it's cast at friendlies. As a Druid caster, you can keep enemies at bay or protect teammates running low on health. Another great ability, the Druid's shapeshifting. The class can transform into a dangerous creature with its own set of brutal attacks and can strike fear into enemies.
So you get different abilities while transformed. That's good to know. I wonder how good they are. Probably you gotta invest points into that. Okay.
Scars are one of the most defining progression systems in Scars of Honor. They are not just upgrades or passive perks.
Scars.
They are marks
pick a scar.
of your journey.
What? Wait, what is that? Is that like one of the Vampire Survivor type games? What in God's name is this? You have Runequake Catalyst, increase your movement speed and armor when you're below 20% health. Savage Tempest when you go below 20% health. Obtain barrier, refresh every 30 seconds. Wait, that's crazy. Oh, changing your scar will require additional resources, so you can respec that. Wait, that's cool. What is that? We've never had that in an MMORPG before. That's impressive. And Spirit Tide Awakening, your healing spells heal 50% more when you're below 50%. Oh, that's cool. Dude, that's cool. You get to customize your character this way? I guess when you level up, you like earn scars and essentially just these are permanent values for your character. This is insane. Like permanent augments, that's crazy.
Each scar is earned through real milestones, major victories, key discoveries, and moments that let you shape your hero's story.
I love that. It's on
once you
theme.
unlock a scar, it
That's great.
doesn't just make you stronger, it changes how you play. Scars let you push your class identity further, open new build paths, and create a character that feels
Oh, this is how you
yours.
change them.
They are
So,
designed to
how
open
many
new
scars do you
build
have?
paths
Let's see
and
real
create
quick. So you have, oh, okay, I see that. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's great. Okay, I mean, yeah, so you have like, what, 16 scar slots? And you earn all of them by doing certain challenges? That's incredible. I love that. I love that. That's so unique. You see what I told you earlier about indie games having to just innovate the entire genre? Like, this one I'm talking about. This is exactly it. It's so crazy. It's so good. I love that. I love everything about this.
a character that feels
This is
truly
awesome.
yours. They are designed to make progression personal, meaningful, and deeply tied to your achievements.
Scars are the defining traits of your character, the very proof of the goals you've achieved. They are a group of bonuses and spell modifications applied to the player's character. They represent the milestones of your journey, whether it's leveling up or overcoming a challenge like defeating a boss. An achievement is rewarded accordingly, taking your character to the next level. Scars are separated in scar groups of 2 to 4, where only one scar can be active at a time from a given group. You're presented with enough options to tailor to your playstyle. The active scar from an unlocked group can be changed by spending currency or using a consumable item.
Okay, interesting. So you can't have millions of them. Okay, that makes sense.
These are such
I get that.
sight to behold. I'm already calling dibs on playing the Druid. But what is Scars of Honor with no scars? Well, it ain't. Because each and every scar tells a story of epic battles, adventurous dungeons, evil spirits, and so much more.
True.
Let's see how we will be
If you
putting
survive
those
Reddit, you
skills
instantly
to
get
the test
maximum scars.
in both our PvP and PvE, shall we? Starting up with
Finally,
dungeons
the good
presented
parts.
by Vanillin Vasilev.
Okay, let's get into the meat of this
Dungeons
game.
are where Scars of Honor becomes
There we
true
go.
cooperative adventure. They are not just combat spaces, they are war-rich trials built to test how well you fight, adapt, and survive together. Every dungeon is a place with a history, purpose, and danger engraved into the gameplay. And something important about our approach. Dungeons in Scars of Honor will always evolve. We are building them as living challenges. Each run can shift through different encounter mechanics and roguelike elements. The goal is that even after your 50th or 100th run, this specific dungeon still feels new, tense, unpredictable, and worth mastering.
I wonder how it comes
we are
into effect.
stepping into the first major dungeon, the Crypt of the Fallen. This place was once a sacred burial vault for an ancient order that defended Aragon in the earliest wars. When the order fell, the crypt was sealed to protect the world from what lingered inside. But time,
A giant
didn't
spider
silence
boss.
it. It corrupted it. What waits below is not just the dead. It's the remains of a vow that refused to end. You see a big leap in atmosphere and visual fidelity, but also huge increase in variety, new obstacles, enemy types, and mechanics that demand real awareness. And deep within, a boss encounter that
Interesting.
pushes
Oh,
your
wait, there's an
coordination
actual giant
to
spider.
the limit. You need teamwork,
Dude.
awareness, and courage. Let's step into the depths.
Fair enough. It looks
Introducing
good.
The Crypt of the Fallen, the first dungeon of Scars of Honor. Very few warriors dared to enter it, and those who did never came back. Whether alone or with the party, you'll have to pick your poison as you choose
Alone?
between rooms full of different challenges.
Wait, so you can do
They
solo
are
runs?
procedurally generated, meaning that the layout of the dungeon will always be different every time you enter alone or with
Oh.
a party. A variety
Okay.
of precious treasures to loot.
So you can do solo
puzzles
runs.
to solve,
That's
traps
interesting.
to evade, and enemies
I'm not
to
sure I'm a huge
encounter.
fan of that.
Wait, legends say that danger in all of its forms lurks in the depths. Enemies of different types and sizes seek their next prey, and amongst them, you might face venomous scorpions and bloodthirsty gorejaws. However, overcoming these obstacles is simply a trial before the ultimate challenge, the showdown against the terrifying Spider Queen. Once the dungeon is finally completed, you can try it again, because nothing you've learned from the past one will help you find your way or stay alive in the next, more challenging one.
It is time to talk about PvP, our bread and butter. We are putting a lot of work into making PvP feel fair, competitive, and rewarding. And today, we are showing two modes defining that direction, Talon's Ring and Morning Pass. Talon's Ring is our arena experience. It's fast and forgiving and built around pure skill. You will fight into three-sided matches where positioning, timing, and quick decision matters every second.
Don't
Step
show
into
this
the
to
ring
Ashes
expecting
players.
chaos.
They
Step
wouldn't
in
like that.
Ready to prove something because
They can only
the
jump
strongest
people who
will
are
walk
30
out
levels below
remembered.
them.
We are also supporting different
And they gotta
arena
group
formats
jump them
like
as well.
1 versus 1 versus
Otherwise
1
they
and
lose.
2 versus 2 versus 2. And even class-based mirror fights. So if you want to settle things without excuses, this is where you do it. It's not about the class, it's about how you play it. And alongside arenas, Morning Pass is our battleground. This mode is all about coordinated warfare, a 5 versus 5 clash inside an ancient fortress shaped by centuries of conflict. To keep matches fair, level and gear advantages are
Scale
disabled.
down.
Instead, you fight
fair
to
enough.
control using what you earn inside the match.
Fair
Looking
enough. I always said that I'm against level scaling, but that's only true to PvE. I think it's PvP. In PvP specifically, it's fine, because you want people to play on equal terms. I get that. It's okay.
temporary champions gear, securing soul jars, and pushing your team to victory. Here is the glimpse of the action.
I like easily for PvP. So you have a build for
I
PvP
want
and
to
build
share
for PvE.
something we've been excited about for a very long time. And it's especially for those of you who want the highest stakes Aragon can offer. We are officially bringing hardcore servers to Scars of Honor. Hardcore
Dude,
is
that's
a
so
separate
crazy.
realm built for players who
Blizzard
want both
isn't doing
PvE
that,
and
but
PvP
they
at
do.
their most intense.
Come on, man.
And it's not just the same game, but harder. The entire experience is tuned around risk, consequence, and mastery. The server is
That's
for players
good.
who want their victories to feel earned, their scars to feel legendary, and every step into danger to mean something. So, sharpen your blades, trust your allies, and prepare for a world that doesn't forgive mistakes.
The best thing about our MMORPG is bringing the different player types together. And me personally, being more of the competitive type, I am loving the PvP aspect of it. But the game is not only about that. It's also about the world you live in. So stay with us, because up next we have our amazing open world.
Okay, that's good. I've been waiting for this. This is important.
Hello everyone,
Show me the game.
It's me again. Let's dive deeper into the improvements we've made. We've been putting a lot of love into world building. First, we are upgrading all of our environment textures. We're making new materials and polishing our shaders in order to make them look sharper, way more alive, while still maintaining the classic Scars of Honor charm. At the same time, we're bringing Ironguard to life. Our procedural tools enable us to quickly build massive forests, fields, and mountains. But what about the cities and villages, you might ask? Well, those we craft by hand.
That's
piece
good.
by piece, to make every location unique and instantly
Fantastic.
recognizable.
I love to
One
hear
of my
it.
favorite areas we've been working on is Ondo's Fall, a battlefield where humans and undead have clashed for ages. The undead influence twists the land in some really cool ways, and especially the flora. All right, enough talking. Let's jump into Ondo's Fall.
Okay, show me. It's okay. The game looks a bit gray. I don't know why. I think it's the lighting. The game looks kind of grayish. I'm not a huge fan of that. I definitely like it to be more lively. But in terms of like design, it looks awesome. So that's good. But maybe the color scheme isn't just for me. I'm not a huge fan of it. It makes it look kind of dull. But surely they will change it.
From the beginning, we wanted quests to feel more immersive, giving you real agency, meaningful decisions, and more than one way to solve the problems in front of you. Your choices aren't just flavor. They shape the outcomes, change how quests unfold, and can affect the world of Aragon. We are getting closer to that vision, and with your help, we will keep pushing it further towards deeper, more fantastical, narrative-driven questing. But
imagine if it would be like Guild Wars 2, where the choices don't matter at all.
Some may even refuse to speak with you.
You just reach the same result.
Have impacted their lives in a negative way. The world reacts and it remembers.
Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I don't really understand what's going on here, but sure. I'm gonna take their word for it. It's really interesting how they managed to compile all of these elements from different games into one MMORPG.
We wanted gathering and crafting to play an important role. To some extent, we can say we are even close to some survival titles in that regard. Starting with gathering, we wanted to extend the gameplay, so we went for the minigame approach.
Oh, they went for the minigame?
Different gathering activities like mining, wood cutting, and fishing, which are already in the game, have their unique minigames that require timing, precision.
Do you guys love that type of thing?
In the meantime,
I think it's cool for the start, but then it gets kind of stale.
those games represent the actual activity conceptually to be more immersive experience.
I mean, I get why they did that.
In crafting, we have
I think it just gets kind of stale.
Alchemy and cooking for food and potions. Of course, more crafting and gathering is planned for the future. We want being well prepared to be of high importance in the game. Not just the gear that you're wearing. Things like what food you've eaten and what potion set you've put in your belt might often make a decisive difference in a battle. Here is a look at gathering and crafting in motion.
Some of the best items in the game are those you can craft. We've made gathering the materials an engaging experience by introducing minigames that fit the activity, such as mining, woodcutting, and fishing. Once we've obtained enough resources, we can try to create our desired item. Much like gathering, we've taken a similar approach to crafting interactions by incorporating various minigames for the different crafts, starting with blacksmithing. When engaging with the crafting station, we are presented with various items to create, including weapons, armor, and other items like a cauldron for cooking. We can filter out the recipes we don't have enough materials for at the moment. Now that we've selected our item, we'll proceed to craft it by playing a timing-based minigame.
Really?
The results have different outcomes. If you fail, you just waste part of the materials. Succeeding will deliver the item you want.
I'm not a fan of that.
Excellent performance will
I don't like
provide
it.
you an improved version
I don't
with
like it.
additional bonuses to its stats. As you can see,
No, I don't like it one bit. They should change that. That's horrible. That's horrible. You should never implement such a system within a game. Never. No matter how hardcore you want your game to be. This sucks balls. They need to change it. They gotta change that. Like, really, you're trying to... what if someone is bad at this? And by the way, I don't think that I would be bad at this. I just think of other players. Because I know some people are really bad at this and they really just want to play an MMO and not have to deal with that. That's really odd. They would 100% change that in the future. They're gonna get so many complaints over that. It's a really bad system.
we filled out the bonus
It should
part
not be
of the
implemented
bar,
inside of a game,
which
never.
increased the item's rarity
Never.
and gave it an additional rating.
This is a horrible idea.
And now, onto cooking, where we can make food from gathered fruits,
I get
meats,
what they
and
were
more,
aiming towards,
which
but
provides
this is bad.
effects on players' stats for a duration of time. Just like blacksmithing, for convenience, we can filter out recipes we don't have ingredients for. The cauldron needs wood as a fuel. The minigame for this one is a memory game requiring you to use the ingredients in the recipe in the correct order and with the correct heat level, which you can control by adding the right amount of wood and timing. With alchemy, you'll be able to craft potions by using resources.
Okay, they definitely need to work on crafting.
Now that is
for
something
sure.
I've been waiting for a long time. Quests and exploration are what kept me going in this genre. There's just something so magical about wandering into the zone you've never seen before and getting swept up in the story and the danger. Crafting, of course, on the other hand, seems like a lot of fun too. I want to see how it plays out in the final product. Some of you have been inquiring in our Discord channel about the action bar, and let's just say we've got some improvements to show you and much more on the UI side. Let's take a look as Alex explains the changes we've made so far.
Usually that's the last thing they do in video games, right?
Your journey deserves
the UI
an
and stuff?
interface worthy of the adventure. That is why we have completely redesigned the UI, making it cleaner, more functional, and far more immersive. Every element has been refined with purpose. The action bar is rebuilt for faster recognition and smoother combat flow. Potion slots are cleaner, more visible, and easier to manage when things get chaotic. And the overall layout is streamlined to give you the right information without the clutter.
That's good.
No distraction, no noise, just an interface that supports your decision while
Perfect.
keeping you
A good
fully in the
UI is
world.
the key to a great gameplay. Every single time. You should never abandon that. If you want a good example, just watch Destiny.
Our character team
The most
has been
horrendous
pushing the
UI
look
ever
and
known to
feel of
man.
Scars of Honor to a whole new level. We have upgraded the characters, creatures, and weapons across the board. Sharper silhouettes, more believable materials, and designs that feel truly alive to the world of Aragon. Each faction now stands out with its own visual identity. Every hero you play or enemy you face is built to tell a story the moment you see them. We've also improved how our models are built and rendered in-game. This means more detail, more personality, and a stronger connection to the lore in every piece of armor, every weapon, and every creature animation. At the end of the day, we want your journey to feel meaningful, not just power progression, but in how your character grows visually as you experience the world. We are incredibly excited to show you what's coming in next.
So they have to deal with what they have.
Thank you so much for sticking with us. Everything you've seen on the showcase will be featured in the demo, where every player will start at level 16. This way, you will have talent points, spells, and scars to see all of these in actions instantly. You will also create your character with 4 classes to choose from, and can engage freely with the talents, discover the dungeon system, duke it out on the battlegrounds and the arena, embark on quests, among all the rest of the things. This is only the beginning. We cannot wait to have you play our demo and dive into the adventure. Goodbye for now, and see you next time.
Damn.
Oh, but wait,
Okay,
I was
wait.
about to forget. Venolin has something very special for our hardcore
I was about to pause.
MMORPG players.
Okay, show
Before we
us.
close, I just want to say thank you to everyone watching, to the community that's been with us through every step of this journey. Your feedback, your patience, and your excitement are a huge part of why Scars of Honor is keep moving forward. We've come a long way. Over the past months, we've rebuilt core systems, pushed the visual and gameplay quality forward, and shaped the experience into something more distinct.
They have
more
shown a lot of
ambitious,
progress.
and much closer to the Aragon we want to live in. What you saw today isn't a concept. It's the foundation of what you'll be playing next. And yes, there's one more surprise. Scars of Honor is coming to Steam. You can access the page right
That's good.
now. Everything we shared with you today is part of the first demo that you access on Steam very soon. PvP, PvE,
Okay.
new classes, talents,
I'm gonna
scars,
try it out.
endless dungeon, crafting. We really hope to see you there and help us to build the best version of the game. We can't wait to see you all in Aragon really soon. Thank you.
I mean, yeah. Okay, 100%. Okay, so this seems to be it. I mean, I'm definitely gonna try this game out. Definitely. Like, why not? It looks great. That being said, crafting and gathering 100% need to be reworked. This is not good, Chief. Like, this is a really bad idea, and I'm sure they would change it. If they actually listen to their community, and it seems like they do, they will change it. It's really bad. Nobody would ever agree to that. But other than that, man, they showcase so many promising features, and it already exists within the game. So I love the fact that they're not really, like, cheating you or anything. No, they just show you, okay, this is what we have right now, but we plan to build more with the community. So that's awesome. You know, unlike Ashes, which I kind of compared a lot to in this video. I did not expect to do that, but since Ashes is like the upcoming MMO that you're gonna play with your grandkids, so this is a pretty fair comparison, because this one seems to be even, you know, closer on the horizon, which just sounds insane to me considering that Ashes has been 10 years in development. But it looks good. There are some features that I really like the talent system. I really want to experience that one for myself. So yeah, I mean, I guess only time would tell. Now, that being said, thank you guys so much for telling me about this game. This was awesome. I did not expect it to be this good. I don't want to get myself too much hyped because I don't want to set myself for disappointment again. But at the same time, damn, it looks pretty good.